Thailand is cheap. Everyone knows that. It's a land of smiles where your dollar stretches forever. You can live like a royalty on a shoestring budget. But is it true anymore? I'm gonna answer this question in this very video. And the answer might surprise you. Hi everyone, I'm Artem. I've been living in Thailand for years and selling Thai properties for years. This video is gonna show you the truth of what things are actually cost here in 2026. Here's the deal. Some stuff in Thailand now costs much more than in Europe. Yes, you heard that right. Let's take wine. Forget it. You are looking at 1200 Thai baht for a cheap bottle of wine in the restaurant. That's almost $40, and that's the same bottle of wine you can buy in Spain or Italy for $3–4. Imported spirits, same story, because Thailand slaps a huge excise on the imported goods. We're talking 54% excise tax plus VAT plus logistics, and hence the price. So the cheap bottle you can buy in Europe for few bucks here will cost you 5–10 times more. If you're like me and don't drink alcohol, I still have some bad news for you. Cheese, quality chocolate, pickles, specialty ingredients, they all cost 2, 3, 5, 10 times more than in the West. Western brands of electronics cost 2 or 3 times versus the West. Electricity bills for the aircon can go up to $300–500. Some of the international schools can cost you up to $30, $40, or even $50,000 every year. Then we're talking the private healthcare that can cost you not a fortune, but quite a substantial number. Or if we're talking about imported cars, they are freaking expensive. That's understandable when we're speaking about the importing stuff. But some of the local prices are climbing up like crazy. Rent in Bangkok, at least $500–600 or even $1,000 for a decent place. Places like Phuket gets even more expensive. I've seen some condos and apartments that ask for the price like they're in Singapore. And don't even get me started on the tourist areas. A basic meal that should cost around 60 Thai baht, which is $1.50, $2, suddenly becomes 200 baht or 300 baht. Condo maintenance fees increased 20–30% in the last 2 years. Prices for taxis using apps like Grab or Bolt climbed significantly, especially during peak hours and during peak tourist seasons. If you know nothing about Grab or Bolt apps, we made a separate video about popular Thai applications. Check it here and feel like a local. Popular expat neighborhoods, for example in Bangkok, like Thong Lo or Ekkamai, priced same numbers as in the West. Coffee at trendy cafes climbed up to 150–200 Thai baht, which is the same price as Australia or London. Beach clubs or resort areas will charge you $150 a day per person during the high season, and today is the high season. If you've been shocked by the prices in Thailand, hit the like button. I'm assuring you you're not alone. What makes the situation even worse is that it creates a two-tier situation. You have local prices and you have prices for foreigners. So if you don't speak Thai or you don't go to local Thai places, you end up spending double or triple versus the normal price. But I'm sure you've seen all those YouTube videos that people are living like a king in Thailand for 500 bucks. What is that about? They're either lying, living in the middle of nowhere, or eating nothing except that street food. I don't feel and I don't think this is realistic for majority of us. For example, me, I'm living a modest life in Phuket, but only my house cost me around 1,000 USD every month. That's twice the budget of those folks living somewhere for $500 a month. I don't believe that. I have this villa overview here. Again, check that out. But hold on, before you think that Thailand is as expensive as London or San Francisco, let me break down some numbers for you. Yes, premium wines are expensive, but a luxury condo in Bangkok is still 250, 300,000 US dollars to buy. Same condo in Miami, 800,000. London, over $1 million. Can you rent a decent condo in central Bangkok for less than 1,000? Of course you can. A decent condo, 1 bedroom, will be around 30,000 Thai baht. That's around 850 US dollars. Same quality in San Francisco? You tell me, 3,000, 4,000? Street food? Still 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 Thai baht. Tell me where in America you can have a full meal for less than $2. So property prices 70, 80% more affordable versus the West for the same quality. Rent in Bangkok can be a fraction of the cost of the same quality built in San Francisco, London, of course New York, and etc. etc. Domestic help and cleaning services are very affordable here, unlike in the West. Massage, spa services, personal services, extremely cheap. As well as entertainment, nightlife, dining out is quite affordable here. And at the same time, what is interesting that property investments here gives you on average a better ROI than the West or, let's say, Dubai. Apartment ownership is very straightforward. You don't need to pay for services that you usually pay separately for, like the pool, gym, co-working space, and etc. etc. But also you don't waste time commuting. And time is the most valuable asset, as we all know. Drop a comment below and let me know what surprised you the most about the Thai prices. Was it wine? Was it the price of street food? Or was it the price for the beach club entrance? So a lot of people are claiming that life here is quite expensive. And I get that. But majority of those people are trying to maintain their Western lifestyle. They want to eat in a fancy restaurant every night or shop in the most premium supermarket and not shop at the local fresh market. Of course, it's expensive for you because you're buying Western, meaning luxurious and exotic things. One apple can cost you in a supermarket $1, but maybe you switch to mango, and if you spend $1, you get not one apple, but a kilo of fresh mangoes. For example, insisting on the Western breakfast every day will add $10–15 per person every day to your bill. Shopping exclusively in the expensive supermarkets will double the cost of the groceries. Looking down on the local street food, looking down on the local restaurants or cafes will cost you a fortune. Or even taking a Grab or a taxi everywhere you go instead of learning the public transport, or learning how to drive a bike will cost you a fortune. And here is the bottom line. Thailand is not dirt cheap as it used to be 10 years ago. Not anymore. But still, it is super affordable when we compare lifestyle here with the West. A comfortable lifestyle in Bangkok will cost you $1,500 to $2,000 US dollars. The same quality of life in the Western big city will be about $5,000 or $6,000 US dollars. Property investment? Well, you can own a beautiful apartment in the prime area for the cost of the down payment back home. And the solution is very simple. Be more local. Shop at local fresh markets. Eat in local restaurants. Go into local bars and buy properties, because you will get world-class amenities, great locations, and returns that will blow Western cities out of the water. Thailand isn't cheap anymore, but it's one of the best value propositions on the globe. You just need to know how to live here properly. And if you want more real-life stories about life and properties in Thailand, no BS, just hard data and my personal feelings, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check those two videos. I'll see you in the next one.